Getting back in the groove of allegiance runs lately. Drinking Blood Orange San Pellegrino. Look how this box gets in the way of my character's head. Don't care for that too much. Oh, this will most likely be a farming and grinding episode in the Tundra.
The resistance can't last.
Before I move onward and finally deal with Wilhelm. Willie at the helm.
Trust the God at your side.
Rubberized. Not even going to consider it.
Come back anytime.
Pangolin knew how to make rubber nades right. And Borderlands 1. Zer0 was the first character I ever played. In Borderlands 2.
There's no chance that eternal bleeding pure skull shivers is there. Because I'm pretty sure
Can't quite make out what he's saying. By the way, did you know
so lonely
that you can
Try not to die.
regen rockets without a Sham Logan combo? All you need is any standard issue absorb shield and any Torg barrel rifle.
Welcome to my humble shop.
A sticky bouncing Betty? That's kind of odd. These purples, yeah, they're purple, but they're also kind of ordinary.
Two words, mate. No refunds.
It's been some time since I've played this character. I wonder how often this Hyperion slagging rifle is going to proc. I've noticed if it's a Malawan, I can pretty much count on it to proc with, if not every shot, almost every shot, regardless of barrel. Killed Cromer X with his toe.
Why ain't you bought something yet? Come back now. I get a little lonely.
If he ain't dead, I'll keep you that way.
Something I've been talking about in my latest Borderlands 1 videos
Fire gun already.
is building an Allegiance Dream Team in Borderlands 1. I do like Malawan launchers better than Vladar.
I'm always happy to take your money. I'm sure we'll be doing this again soon enough.
An Allegiance Dream Team
If Hyperion
in
invades the city, I'm gonna be the first to get shot.
Borderlands 1, but how about an Allegiance Dream Team in Borderlands 2? There just don't seem to be as many team-focused class mods in Borderlands 2. I know these are perks, but they're ordinary. Still, I don't feel like selling them just yet. I'm just making room. I'm keeping all my greens. What am I doing that for? Well, because, as you might have gathered, I'm going for elementals. That right there looks like a slag meteor grenade. I like those, especially if they're contact. In fact, I typically only use those if they have 0.0 fuse time, and when they have 0.0 fuse time, that means you might as well describe them as contact grenades, which, as you might imagine, works really well for slag grenades. I call that
Your cash ain't worth a thing if you don't spend it.
a slag Molotov. pretty sure Bandit makes those too.
Buy from me if you want to live. Welcome, customer. I'm sure we'll be doing this again soon enough.
What do I want to use? Optimistic of me to expect a shotgun to make that distance. Not if it's Hyperion, with a Hyperion barrel. And that was perhaps more true in Borderlands 1. In fact, on my Dual Allegiance run as Lil in my latest episode, if I recall, I do believe I came across what was it? Hyperion Spiked Death with Barrel 5. What should I use? This, I think.
Take him out!
Goodbye.
Taking a shot.
I don't care too much for slag launchers. Slag sniper rifles I do like. Especially if they're Malawan, and most especially if they have a pig sticker attached to them. Also, if I'm going to use a Malawan launcher, I prefer it to have a matching barrel. Whereas, if I'm going to use a Bandit launcher, I prefer it to have a Bandit barrel, just because it makes sense. Because it unleashes a salvo of 3 rockets per shot. So it makes sense for it to have a triple barrel. Come on. Alright, fine. Fine. Messed up my plan. I was trying to be clever.
Put your skull into your
I vanish.
healing time! Was there? Now there! I'm taking hardcore! Now then, I want to trot!
Hot to try. Did you hear what he said? He said, I'm going to kill you till you're dead. Expecting tinks. Tink tink, tink 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 tink. It has that pangolin part. And this has a pangolin part too, but it's a penguin, so that's okay. The upside to that pangolin part that looks like a honeycomb is it increases capacity, but it decreases the shield's special effect. Regardless of brand.
Get your health and shields right here.
Why does it feel the need to default to a whatever position? Not exactly the top, but why can't it just stay where I put it while I'm selling stuff? It's caused me to accidentally sell things I didn't intend to sell so many times. Just gives a player unnecessary things to pay attention to that they ought not have to. Irks me to no end. You have to think about these things when you're programming a game.
Taking the shot.
Otherwise, the player gets screwed out of proper functionality. Don't feel like messing with him. Thinking I should change up my loadout. Oh, I need a different slagging gun. Close range slagging gun. I've got my fire and my acid. Maybe a shield breaker. Fire, acid, electric, slag. All elements accounted for.
Taking a shot.
I had to kill those varks because they would have messed up my plan. Surrounded by plenty of enemies, yet he has to come after me. Plenty of enemies that would be easier for him to fight so he could level up. But he has to be incompetent.
Another trophy for my wall.
Die for me, bitch! Try breathing through fresh lungs!
Speaking of bitch, I wonder if I'll get one later on from the bunker.
Ever been strangled with your own intestines? Ever been strangled?
Runs right past.
I still got it.
Get ready to feel my fingers in your eyeballs!
That ground pound pseudo stomp punch doesn't do anything, or not, at least not much,
You
against enemies that are flying. You dipshit. Not bad. I should be wearing my Jacob's hat. Here it is right here. I'm putting it on my head. Even though I'm doing a Hyperion Allegiance run, I don't think I would ever wear clothing with the Hyperion logo on it. And nowadays, I'm not sure if I'd wear Malawan either. But Jacob's, I'm pretty sure that's fair game. Even though they like all the manufacturers, have in the past exhibited questionable business practices. They haven't gone all out police state. Speaking of police state, Vladoff should be the villain at some point. Because their goal, in keeping with their philosophical ethos, would be
That's how you do it.
to establish planetary gulags. Dreams are perfectly viable. On TVHM.
Trophy for my wall.
Here we go again. I would just jump down there, but I can't. I can't trust Goliaths to be able to consistently and reliably jump down off of ledges. Sometimes they get stuck. What the? Oh. See, that's all it takes. Just one screw up. Speaking of screw ups, why aren't you? How hard is it to figure out that you're surrounded by bugs, so you pound the bugs? You go up against me right now, I'm going to cook you. You're going to be dead in seconds. At least if you level up, there's some logic to what you're doing. Still basically hopeless, but it's the principle of the thing. Why not make it count? Instead of being a dumbass.
I still got it.
No more bugs here.
You're gonna be screaming! Get ready to feel my fingers in your eyeballs!
Adios!
Some more bugs over here.
Die for me, bitch!
Everything else he could be paying attention to, and instead he goes after me, who poses the most threat to him, and offers him the least reward. It's not like he's going to pick up my weapons if he manages to kill me.
Another trophy for my wall.
Of course it did nothing.
Not bad.
Your eyes deceive
Brett.
you. An illusion fools you all. I move for the kill.
Hate it when I have to press the sprint key twice.
I still got it.
You better level up here sometime soon.
Get ready to feel my fingers in your eyeballs! You better goddamn scream for me! I'll crack your skull open with that!
See why I'm jumping? So I can aim and fire an actual aimed shot without losing momentum. Come on, just punch the pods. There, see? Why was that so hard? Nothing interesting.
Nice. I'm an even better shot when I'm drunk.
Assassins never die.
Notice how execute is similar to bricks sting like a bee. SLAB. Slab. I'm not the first to point that out. Maybe that's how he came up with the name Slab. Jacob's grip, slower fire rate. Now let's see how it compares to this one. Impact versus apparatus. Not a significant difference. But I'm going to favor the one with the Torg barrel over the one with the Bandit barrel. Or maybe I won't. Now this has a Malawan sight. Well, this only has a rear sight and no front sight. That's an incompetent design. I don't really need either of them since I have Karate Go Nuts, Shotgun, and SMG. Master Corroder. To be a true Master Corroder in Borderlands 1, play as Morty with a Pestilent Defiler and an Assassin class mod. That's truly Master Corroder.
Please insert any donated organs into the receptacle below. I'll patch you up whenever you need it.
Jacobs, Malawan Jacobs, Hyperion Pig Sticker. That's it is a Jericho, and that's not the best. But it's not bad, not bad. This is certainly no Pestilent Defiler. Malawan revolvers don't proc per shot. Unlike in Borderlands 1, in which all elemental revolvers, regardless of make, model, parts, label color, or elemental capacitor, they always proc per shot.
Goodbye, friend. If you shop anywhere else, I'll have you killed.
Which makes me wonder, what exactly is the significance of elemental rating?
Haven't found anything good? My weapon machines will fix that for you.
On a gun that procs per shot anyway. Oh. Oh, a TDR scope. Jacob's grip, which is actually a forearm. Torg stock. This is all Bandit up front. TDR stock. I'm going to hold out for a better one. This one has a bandit forearm and a TDR stock. I hate referring to a forearm as a grip. I just can't bring myself to do that unless I'm mocking it. Oh yeah. Took me the longest time to get an upgrade to my Allegiance relic. And I don't recall how much of an upgrade it actually was. Went from a blue 15 to a green 40. Really? See if I get run over by the train. Sprint, sprint, sprint!
Warning. You will be dismissed.
You got
Your
it.
last warning.
I like Doom Cleaners. Someone must have got his helmet shot.
Warning. Non-compliance will result in
Now let's see if I get run over by the train. I would have.
Warning. Non-compliance will result in your imminent demise.
Morty must have shot his helmet off. Well, there's a wasted opportunity. And thanks a lot, Morty.
Still got it.
Taking too long. Too many shots. Gonna need a better karate shot. Better karate donuts shot. Maybe a crowdsourcing. I like those. let's see.
Running away? Ah!
Will I be able to lead him lead him out of here somehow? Get him to jump down. Will he do so? Can I count on him to do something simple? Probably not. We'll see. Idiot!
I'm an even better shot when I'm drunk.
Did I call it or what? Well, he found his way down here at least.
I'll crack your skull open with my thumbs! Get ready to feel my fingers in your eyeballs! Get on your goddamn knees!
Got plenty of bugs over here.
Murdering you is gonna feel so right! Ever been strangled with your own intestines? Get ready to feel my fingers in your eyeballs!
I still got it.
Wasted your pseudo stomp. Now you're just standing around. Dumbass.
I'll crack your skull
Feel it.
Ever been strangled with your own intestines? Try breathing through crushed blood!
He almost got wasted by just standing there.
Get on your goddamn knees! You're gonna be screaming! I was so throwing grenades!
Well, I'm not surprised. Why is it not possible to dodge them? Finish him.
Impressive.
I do like the presents. Let's see what skin I earned. Does it have a T or scope? No, it doesn't. Does it have a Malawan sight? Holographic sight? Yes, it does. Dual barrel works well on a Hyperion SMG because it means a double dose of recoil reduction. Same is true for a dual barrel on a Hyperion pistol. Dual grip to go with the barrel. TD or stock. Malawan sight. Full perps. Meteor forearm. Stalker. Opa, zim, tricky, bricky, you've done kid. Not a bad launcher. There it is. Hell. Oh, it's a super badass. That explains it. I should probably get myself out of here. Or maybe use different weapons. Let's see. Fire doesn't work on a badass Vark. Why would it work on one of these? Whoa. Might as well try it. Instant regret. Can't see a thing. Come on, so close. Ugh, so cheap. Why did it say resist when it was actually taking damage from that? Now watch, it'll be right there where I spawn. Called it.
Hopes you enjoy your new regeneration.
Man, can I predict bullshit or what? Well, I don't think I have anything that's going to be useful on this. I really want to kill it, though, because I might get something good. How can I use my terrain to my advantage? Of course, it has all of its health back. What else do I have? Could try this. Do I really expect this to do anything? Hey, it is! Works surprisingly well.
Not bad.
Was it worth it? That's all I get from a super badass. How insulting. check the shops.
The dead when you can buy from me.
Take him out.
Two ordinary. Malawan, Vladov,
I still got it.
Tedior.
Not bad. Not bad.
Nice forward.
Am I using ambush, though? No.
Got new stock. Check back.
Oh, what do I want? Elemental effect damage. Shield recharge. Melee damage.
Hope you've had your shots. Be careful out there.
Not bad, not bad. There's an idea I came up with for Team Allegiance in Borderlands 2.
Don't have too much fun.
I call it 0 times 4 absolute allegiance. Four players, everyone plays as Zer0, each with a different brand. And those brands are Bandit, Doll, Hyperion, and Vladov. The reason for that specific combination is because those are the brands you start out with or acquire early on.
I got it.
Maybe I'll use you to blow a midget's head off. Or maybe I won't.
Tank. Please, Zer0, be more sensitive. I do like splat guns, but not Tedior splat guns. I haven't had a Hyperion splat gun in a long time on this character. What I really want is plasma caster. Fire or acid? Now, will there be a tank? And do you think the word tink was inspired by the dinks from Spaceballs? Or do you think it's short for tinker or tinkerer? Should probably wait here for the train to come by. Don't really feel like it. Something blue. Hey! Well, that's not significantly better than what I've got, but hey, it's a good thing I randomly blew up that random fuel tank. Let's get another look at that. 2 blue 40s. Same part on the left side. And I forget what's the capacitor, what's a Medusa, I don't know what else. Damage. I should prioritize amp damage, but I also want decent capacity. I think I'll stick with what I've got. I think this has a penguin part on top. Watch the train run me right over. Maybe not. But it almost did. See why I love the execute skill? Most players don't use it.
Not bad.
From what I've noticed. Or maybe it's not most players, just
On me, idiots!
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You're certainly free to play the game however you choose, but all I'm saying is don't overlook all of what's available to you.
I'm ready!
Bring it. Let's see if I can get him out of hell. Because I don't want my opportunity spoiled by shooting enemies. That's why I prefer to get a Goliath away from shooting enemies preferably before I shoot their helmet. Are the bugs back? Yes. Missed opportunity, idiot. Pseudo stone. Did it actually do anything though? Have you even killed anything yet? Don't bore me. See, this is what happens when you do things stupidly. Now there's a badass to contend with. You're not going to be able to handle that shit. Can't even kill one little fart. You got what you deserved. Beyond that, you deserve a Darwin Award, you dipshit. Come on. Are you kidding me? Ugh, nothing is reliable.
Thank you.
Not getting anything interesting. I think I want a blue or better Karate crowdsourcing before I proceed.
Another trophy for my wall.
My slagging gun can be green. It doesn't have to be exceptionally good. Because as a slagging gun, it's mostly a utility weapon. And I've already got that covered. Also, I wouldn't mind getting my mitts on a synergy, some sort of synergy. My favorite Hyperion machine pistol has a Vladoff barrel. The name fits too, because it's literally the synergy of accuracy and fire rate. If this had all the same parts but was Hyperion or Bandit, I'd keep it and pass it off to another character. Torg forearm, Torg sight, Bandit stock. What I just sold there was the standard issue equivalent. To the Hornet. I haven't had a Hornet in Borderlands 1
I'm sure we'll
in a
be
long
doing
time.
this again soon enough.
Pretty sure I have at least one character who has one. But I mean on, well, no, wait. The Lilith I'm using for my doll allegiance.
Guns, guns, guns!
I don't think I've had a Hornet at all
My guns you don't need.
with her. By the way, doll in Borderlands 1 has high synergy with Lil.
If he ain't dead, I'll keep you that way. You're an organ donor.
Oh, let's try this. Configuring things differently from how I usually do. I usually put a pistol in slot 1, a shotgun in slot 2. I love those exploding noises.
Did that hurt?
And slot 3 is usually some kind of full auto gun, combat rifle, SMG, etc. And then slot 4 is usually a sniper rifle or a rocket launcher. Sometimes I'll mix it up. Sometimes I'll put pistol in slot 1, SMG in slot 2, combat rifle in slot 3. Shotgun in slot 4. Wait, that's not drastically different. Well, I guess it depends on if I'm just playing the game or if I'm
Nothing like a challenging
doing an allegiance run. Well, someone's got what appears to be a bandit launcher.
When you think murder, think Marcus munitions.
It's not murder if they're enemy combatants, which they are.
May it keep you safe in your travels. Caviar Emptor. Lovely. Come back anytime.
That word murder gets thrown around willy-nilly these days. Of course.
taking a shot.
blaster. Maybe you may have been a blaster, but you were no master.
True world revealed. Weakness is now known to me. Time to go to work.
Adios!
Didn't even give him the chance.
And I disappear. A ghost amidst the combat.
Tired of farming you guys, having it result in jack squat, or having it take too long or be too difficult. Alloon barrels. Let's see how this compares to, no, don't scroll back up, this. Do believe I'll keep the competition. Alloon barrel, flat off grip, dull stock, flat off scope, flat off barrel, Hyperion grip, Jacob stock, flat off scope. Now this is level 39. I guess I can sell it then. Phasing out my level 39 greens. I have enough space. I know what I'll do. I kind of want to farm one more Goliath, at least. But they're so unreliable and moronic and tedious. I just don't think I have one more instance of that left in me. So instead, I'm just going to come in here and kill everyone.
Better shot when I'm drunk.
done zerking with Torgs. Twin Torgs.
Your eyes deceive you. An illusion fools you all. I move for the kill.
Hot to trot. By the way, did you know that a magazine for a gun that uses caseless ammo is called
a ghost amidst the combat, preparing to strike.
a cassette? Or at least it is with the HKG11. Haven't had any loot tanks pop out. I am disappointed. I've never had loot tanks not pop out of a single box here in the Tundra before. That just doesn't happen. Should have detonated that before reloading. Fire Nova shield.
Adios!
Not expecting much. Crowdsourcing, but it has a structurally superfluous scope. Jacob's forearm. Torg's stock. I think that's a bandit's scope. A scope which it doesn't need. You know what would be a cool name for a melee Zer0, but it's a reference that most people probably won't get. Strider Hiryu. Hiryu. In reference to Strider. Could be a reference to the original manga, or it could be a reference to the NES game, or the Genesis game, or the arcade game.
A fantastic day for capitalism.
Oh, I think that's a TDR scope. Yes, it is. Don't want structurally superfluous scopes on my shotguns. I do like that capacity. TDR barrel, that's not quite ideal. Time to make a decision. I can retire that and this. I'll keep these for now. And the shield I've got is good.
Remember, we're always open.
Now, I might have forgotten something, but it doesn't really matter. I've pillaged this place well enough for this session. It was a disappointing pillaging, but maybe I'll keep going for another couple of episodes. Yeah. I remember in past farm and grind episodes here in the Tundra, I would start over and do it multiple times per episode, but I don't feel like it right now. I could take on Madame von Bartlesby. Not that I'm interested in the baby maker, but she can drop... It can drop stuff other than that.
Portable clinic. What can I get for you?
Goodbye, friend.
That was,
if you shop anywhere else,
Green 39.
You can never be too well armed. Tear the bad guys a new one, huh?
So let's see what that new skin looks like. Full perps. It makes me think of grape soda. Nihilism is not cool. That looks kind of Mandalorian-esque. I think I was saying that even before the Mandalorian show started. Sticking with punk.
Beatbox time. Check it.
It just fits.
You can never be too well armed. Goodbye, friend. If you shop anywhere else, and you can.
Please insert any donated organs into the receptacle below.
Why the dead when you can buy from me?
I already know that's not as good as the slagging sniper rifle I've got.
I've always got new stock. Check back later. Come back anytime.
Now it's time for a gambling spree. And I've got plenty of moolah for that purpose.
All the news that's fit to lie about. Get the new issue of This Just In.
You're wearing Malawan colors.
Yes! Soon I'll be selling half dozens of these things.
And now for the latest edition of This Just In with Hunter Hellquist.
To my humble shop.
A warning to Pandora. The bandit leader known as Roland has escaped from Hyperion custody. Hide your loved ones, store your belongings, and buy the biggest Hyperion gun you can find. Roland has been recorded as missing since the liberation of New Haven. He is to be considered dangerous and very, very, very armed.
Feeling overburdened by money.
Homing fire burst with 0 fuse time.
Don't have too much fun.
And that was a bouncing Betty, right?
When you think murder, think
No.
Marcus Mutiny.
Homing fire burst, that's Vladoff. What was I thinking? Yeah. I mean, I just said it out loud to myself.
Haven't found anything good.
10
My
minutes.
weapon machines will fix that for you.
I've got some fun stuff waiting for me. Let's see how this compares to this one. Do I favor the purple because it's a purple, or do I favor the blue one because it's a presence with good parts synergy? Wait, that's a Hyperion barrel on that, isn't it? I don't really need this. I'll decide what to do with, well, and it's a 40 versus a 41. A normal person would look at the label color, and that would be the only consideration they factor in. But I am not a normal person.
No.
Guns, glorious guns. Hey, the bad guys that do one, huh?
939. 939. Of course, as a zoner, that number always reminds me of the caliber 9x39mm.
Welcome to the black market. Don't tell your friends.
I only need 50 iridium ingots.
I wonder what it's like.
Too ordinary. Plus it has a TDR barrel. Tease. It's at a 40. It has a Malawan barrel. It's a 39. That's not a tease. It's a horror show.
Well, well.
Typically, if I'm going to use a flat-off sniper rifle, I want a Droog. Give me Droogi. The correct Russian plural. Droogi. Friends. I remember the days when I melted you guys with a pestilent defiler back in Old Haven. I just sold a green 39 Fire SMG, and now I've reacquired it. But I don't really need it. Not with the other fire weapons I've currently got. When I first played this game, I didn't realize these guys were X-Lance. Smooth move, X-Lance. Get it? But yeah, I didn't realize that they were former Crimson Lance. I just thought they were wearing scavenged armor. Just a minute. I'm back, and I've got another drink. Rock and Rye Fago this time. Umbrage, that's an uncommonly used word. Which is totally in keeping with the Malawan ethos. The Lance is my favorite Torgue blast rifle. Because it's the most accurate and efficient. It has a Jacob's barrel, tease, This Hyperion scope almost looks like it has an incomplete set of backup iron sights on top, or what was intended to be that, except it's only the front sight. And it's obstructed by a thing, and there's no rear sight to go with. 0.8. I cannot abide that on a semi-auto sniper rifle. 0.8 is fine as a fire rate for a pump shotgun. Especially in Borderlands 1. And it's typically as low as I'll go for fire rate on a pump-actuated revolving single-action shotgun in Borderlands 1. They don't make them like that anymore. That's a Malawan grip. Almost thought it was a Jacob's grip. Don't really need it. It does have a Malawan barrel and a Malawan stock. Hyperion grip. Dull sight. But it's a green 39. Widowmaker, in my opinion, is the next best thing to an iron. If it's all Jacobs, it's an iron. I mean, if it has a matching Jacobs barrel, it's called an iron.
Come on back anytime.
Buy a gun already. I've always got new stock. Check back later.
If it's a Jacobs revolver with a Torg barrel, it's called a Widowmaker. Hyperion barrel, it's called a Longarm.
Guns. Later, Vault Hunter.
Torg and Jacobs have good synergy with each other.
Remember, we're always open. Welcome to my humble shop.
37 is too low.
2 words, my friend. No refund.
I'll patch you up whenever you need it.
I don't intend to respec.
New issue of this just...
$132. That just seems like kind of an odd number. I mean, it's an even number, but it's a weird number. Interested in.
Hyperion can't stay here forever.
Blue or better. Synergy or crowdsourcing. Tease. I prefer the double tap over the minigun. Most Borderlands 2 players overlook the double tap. unless it's the pearlescent emerald rifle or the effervescent toothpick. But they'll pass over the standard issue double tap without even trying it out most of the time, from what I've observed. Unless I'm there to advise them. Too bad that's not a quad. It's a long arm. I mean, long rider. Both the long arm and the long rider they're both Jakes with Hyperion barrels. T's. Swig 'em a drink. I'll probably gamble down to 500,000 or until I have 200 red rocks. Whichever comes first. I don't expect I'll acquire any blue 39 weapons that are worth keeping. T's. Yeah. $182, getting close. Insert Blink 182 reference. Though they're not really one of my favorite bands, not really my style. Oingo Boingo is still my favorite band. Yes, the band that the Oingo Boingo brothers were named after. T's. Well, gone down below 500,000. Too ordinary. Tease.
It's a vault hunter.
If he ain't dead, I'll keep you that way.
These both have flat off grips.
Stay alive out there. Die for me if you want to live.
740. I can keep going. Tease.
Jack's not coming.
Give me another load of red rock.
Stay alert.
Hulk. I could keep going, but I don't feel like it. That should do for now.
Always knew I didn't like Pandora.
I'm legally obligated to tell you that I ain't a real doctor. I'll patch you up whenever you...
Guns! I got them, you need them.
Contract beatbox time. Check it.
Fire gun already. I always got
Don't feel like waiting another 5 minutes. Well,
What's going on with Jack's face?
on the other hand, shops have changed over, so not expecting to find anything interesting in this shop, but maybe my expectations will be subverted for a change.
guns, guns, guns!
I am surprised by the amount of green in here. Why are cannons worth so much? They're not really all that special.
Got new stock. Check back later.
Look at that. That's like the next best thing to a hammer buster.
And the warrior.
Buy a gun already. Your cash ain't worth a thing.
Fire, acid, electric, slag.
You don't spend it.
Well, didn't come away with anything special this time. Actually got some use out of this. I'm pretty sure the real reason it was able to take out that super badass Vark is because it's a level 45. But I guess it also illustrates maybe we shouldn't judge darts and spikers so harshly. And of course, I'm really enjoying the Heartbreaker. Oh, it's a level 45 too. I probably had taken note of that on some previous episode, but it's been a while since I've played this character. Well, I'm a call it, so till next time, catch you on the flip side, and see you next mission, slaboids.